Look who's here right now, a starry procession. We still haven't heard from the president discuss if Biden will need to alter his second-half approach if Democrats lose control of the House, as it appears they will do with a very slim majority of Republicans. I think it's a good question, and Mark Penn was put that question this morning on Newsroom, and that I thought he had a very interesting response. He does not think there's any doubt that they are going to take a circuit, that this was an art wave hopes had designed, therefore high that the Republicans were really going to dominate last night did not happen. So his prediction is that this White House is going to have their approach to this election, that they got it right by focusing on abortion and a few of these issues that Republicans were avoiding. To be honest with you, Ms. It ought to they be taking a victory lap. I do not know. We have a tendency to see the president's expected to talk maybe later this afternoon. We'll see. We did get some coverage out of the White House this morning. Jackie Heinrich was reporting that there was related within the White House that they were celebrating. Unsurprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, therefore the jury's still Utan simply, however massive that margin would be if Republicans do so flip the House, but the management of Congress is certainly hanging into balance straight away. I truly thought that kind of like that sort of a traffic jam would are smart for the markets to see the markets down right now. I picked up the phone, called a number of my smart Wall Street friends and asked them they aforesaid if there was a red wave that there definitely would, or a big market rally these days. Therefore we're not seeing that disappointment. There's some disappointment currently. While I was looking at the returns come back through, the biggest surprise to me was once John Fetterman won the run in Pennsylvania. What was the biggest surprise to you? Well, no, I feel simply on that purpose I went back and forth Mitch McConnell in August talking about candidate quality and Republicans in their type of autopsy report. I feel he heard someone say, wanting back at the mistakes that were created. Mitch McConnell will acknowledge he doubtless got it right once he aforesaid that Republicans may not win Senate management, citing candidate quality expression, quote, I feel there's probably a bigger probability the House flips than the Senate. Senate races are just totally different, he said August. He said this: their broad candidate quality has tons to try to do with the result. He did not mention any specific candidate. To your purpose, concerning Dr. Oz, however, I need to ask you about Dr. Oz. He was heavily backed by Donald Trump and he lost. Did Donald Trump's endorsement of Oz hurt him? I think that is reaching to be the big question this morning in so many of these races. You look into in New Hampshire, Don Baldock, there have been high hopes that there may doubtless be associate in nursing upset there against Maggie Hassan. That obviously hasn't happened. Wall Street Journal this morning writing about DeSantis's American state tsunami for American state. That was an enormous big recito. Be look down there in Florida. You got to surprise if Zeldin lost a number of his voters to Florida though throughout the pandemic. Pure Florida resident. A resident affirmative and a citizen down there as well. However, I actually have to measure here that SMY life. What does one think about Trump? I feel you wake up this morning. Nice query, Stuart. I feel you've got to come to life this morning. Hold on, thought is vital. I feel you bought toke up this morning and notice that the issues that we have a tendency to head before this election yesterday are still there. Weary still arousal to 40-year high inflation. We're still waking up to crime happening in record numbers all across this country. Those problems do not go away, and if Republicans clearly gain management here, a minimum of in the House there's need to be an idea to mend things, okay, and there has got to be some sort of name bipartisanship in Washington. Does one ever hear that word anymore? No. If you come back on the show again next week, I'll raise you concerning Trump making comments about DeSantis, and we'll take you from that. I would like a business-friendly setting, okay? I feel that's what most Americans hope for. They do not want to fret about window spree and be able to place the food on the table for their families. They don't want to worry about if they will afford to fill up their gasoline tank to travel to figure a day. You think these are problems that individuals care about? Then if Republicans didn't choose the correct candidates to run in these races, there is need to be some serious reflection, which might involve your question. Many thanks very much. Therefore we have a tendency to got there. Did you notice he said if I am here next week, if you're here next week, what is up? You guarantee it here. If you love the video, please hit a like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel.